Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Tengoku struggle, continuing Goemon's route, and we just want to go talk to our daddy and, ask about Goemon's girlfriend. And he's like, yeah, no, she lives in the human realm and she doesn't remember him. She used to live here, but now she's living there. And he's like, not technically lying to us, but also avoiding telling us the 100% truth, so. Self-hatred is going to kill me. Maybe I'll go watch the Sanzu River for a bit. It's been a while. It's just the washing machine, Birdie. Well, the dryer. A zipper in the dryer going ballistic in there. You're such a mean daddy, aren't you? Un. Not as mean as you are. You made a complicated situation that much more complicated. Do not come crying to me when it all goes astray. The thought of me being forced to hand her off to someone made me so jealous. She's not yours to hand off, considering she's not your possession in the first place. Look at this Takamura being, reasonable. Can stand a man who doesn't think I'm a possession. Why don't you have a route? Yeah, that's true. In all my time in hell, I've never met a soul that's given me more trouble than hers. Her sin was so foolish, making it all the more beautiful. It's why she was made to bear that mark. The night Goemon Ishikawa was executed, she took her life in front of one of your shrines. Ah, there we go. Now we know exactly what happened. Okay. Listen, what? I said I either killed myself or I died, or I was one of the people that was executed on behalf of Goemon, but it's the original one. We killed ourselves because we were in love with him and he died. And we were a good girl, and that's probably the only... What was that? Dryer Jesus. Anyway. Yeah, okay. In a way, it was more gruesome than the death of the very man she loved. You took pity, sealed away her memories, and supposedly returned her soul to a pure state. But she still went to go see him, going to the farthest reaches of the eternal hell. She did not remember who she was, let alone the name of this man. She had no body, only a soul. But even then, she still tried her hardest to be near the man she loved. That makes every other route feel so painful. You know what I mean, in a way? Because you're like, oh, those other routes are great, but this is like, he is our one true love, and we forsook him for everybody else. But again, we had no memory, but it's still like, oh, it's still... Okay, again, you know when you get the childhood friend route, and you're like, oh, knowing that the childhood friend's pining for me makes me feel a little bad, even if they're not my favorite character. And if they are your favorite character, you're like, oh, I feel worse because I know they're pining for me, right? Right? That's exactly what Goemon's route does for you. You're like, oh, I feel bad for him because he's kind of adorable, and then like, whatever. And you've only suspected that he's been pining for you throughout all... You know now, obviously, right? But in the other routes, you were like, I only suspected based on the beginning of the game. They kind of gave you the hint that Goemon, you knew him in a past life and like, whatever, okay? But now when you hear it, this has the added effect of not only making you go, oh, I feel bad for every other time we were in love with someone else because poor Goemon, but then you're also like, oh, but now I also feel bad because that makes me, the other routes feel bad, and the other routes were good, and like, oh, we forsook our one true love, and then like, I don't know, like, it makes the whole game kind of hurt your heart a little, and you're like, I don't know if I like that. That was rude of you, game. Ouch. Mean. Oh. She attempted to escape from Enma Palace 47 times. That remains a historical record. It made sense why you would put her to sleep deep within the palace after that. Love is a very tricky thing. That girl's dongo sure were delicious. I imagine you'll eat them again soon, yes? She'll either find a way to entangle her thread of fate, or it'll cause her to vanish. Again, his voice is different every time. Alea Jac de Est? What was that stand for again? I forget, but... There are lots of people crossing today. Father judges the deceased as they arrive, then he sends them to their proper hell. They repent for their sins through torture, enter Mume, and then disappear. I'm such a disgrace. The more I come to embrace Goemon, the more horrible a woman I become. I wish I was that woman. I wish I was the one who had forgotten about Goemon, not somebody else. It's adorable because you are! I can't believe I'm a woman capable of thinking something so horrible. It's no wonder nobody loves me. That's not true. Goemon does, and technically all your boyfriends do. Hell, even Jack does. Goddamn zipper! There is a hoodie in there with a zipper, and like... It is being a drama queen. Alright. I still haven't had breakfast. I suppose I could try somewhere new. Sorry, but you have pin feathers! Hurry, show me some restaurants that are serving breakfast. A daughter of Enma! Oh, we're getting kidnapped now, fuck. Oh, good morning. This is good timing. Here, take this. He handed me a bag that had a brand new handkerchief in it. Ah. It's an apology for yesterday. There were still bloodstains on it, so please take this. Oh, it wasn't a big deal at all. No, if the Great King finds out I soiled his daughter's handkerchief, he'll kill me. Father isn't that much of a bully. He can be a little overprotective, though. You can say that because you're his daughter. As a prisoner, I'd rather avoid having any reason at all for him to get too close to me. He's a bit older, so I guess that would make me the younger brother. They grew up together like brothers. He knows things that I wouldn't about Goemon. Shiroku, have you eaten breakfast? Oh, no, I was just about to. I was probably going to get soba from some place nearby. If I treat you to a sandwich, would you mind telling me what you know about Goemon? Bribing him for info. I love this. This is interesting. Do you think he's going to lie to us? Do you think he knows that we're the girl from the Dongo shop? You know what I mean? So, did Goemon screw something up? What? Oh, no, it's just, you saying you want to know more about him was concerning. Oh, sorry. No, he hasn't done anything. I think he's a great person. Wait, so that must mean... Oh, I get it. Wow, you must really like... No, I don't! Your face is so red. You may as well have a sign on your back that says, I love Goemon or something. I'm so embarrassed. It's okay, I won't tell him anything. It's not like that, really. I just wanted to know more about him as his superior. Sure, that'll be our story for now. Because that's true, like, Shiroku might not have been around Goemon when we met him, you know what I mean? Anyway, it's nice to know a woman like you has found a way into his life. He's like my brother. It would be nice if he could actually be happy this time. Be happy this time. And don't look so down. Leave the past in the past. We've already died, so let's work on being happy this time around, eh? I know Goemon was executed, but what else happened back then? I need to know. I want to know more, whatever it is. Shiroku, you said you want him to be happy this time. You've said something like that before, too. I imagine it might not be easy to talk about, but if you know anything about what happened to him, I'd like to know about it. Sure, but considering you're a nice enough girl who would offer a lowly prisoner a handkerchief, I'm guessing it might make you sad to hear about. I can handle it. Alright, well, I'll tell you. Shiroku took out a kendama from his pocket and deftly moved the ball about. Have you heard of Hideyoshi Toyotomi, yeah. Hideyoshi Toyotomi. We have, actually. A military commander active from the Sengoku period to the Azuchi Momoyama period, serving under Nobunaga Oda as a decorated military serviceman. After Nobunaga's death, he helped unite the nation as chief advisor under the emperor. Toyotomi. I don't know why Toyotomi is so hard to say. Yes, from the Sengoku period. He's a notable figure. I've read about him. Oh, right. He's remained incredibly popular throughout history. Very famous. But that's just how the public knows him. In reality, he was a cruel and merciless man. Wow. And do you know about how Goemon and I grew up in the same ninja village together? Yeah. The primary job for us ninja was collecting intelligence and, of course, assassination. In that time filled with chaotic war, it was impossible not to have people like us help defeat enemy generals. However, it also meant that we'd be in charge of information that could turn the world upside down. Of course, we were bound to secrecy whenever we took on the job. If caught, we swore to never give away information, no matter what. It's how we'd been raised. However, after Hideyoshi rose to power, he was threatened by our very existence. Us ninja who operated in the shadows. And that man, he burned down our village. Goemon and I had a mentor, Lord Momochi. He was brutally murdered during the incident. Sandayu Momochi, the founder of the Iga style of ninjutsu, famous during the Sengoku period. He was Goemon Ishikawa's mentor and said to have taught him ninjutsu. Goemon was also famous for being a thief, but that was also just how the public knew him. I know Goemon's one true motivation was to kill Hideyoshi and avenge Lord Momochi. Oh. Unfortunately, rumors did spread. People talked about how Goemon Ishikawa was seeking to take Hideyoshi's life. So they captured and executed him? Right. Lord Momochi was like a father to us both. His death carried a lot of weight. Goemon wanted to kill the people responsible for his death. Can you blame him? His village was burned down and the man who raised him was murdered. He burdened himself with the sins of his friends. I'm sure he was just so frustrated. I imagine how he felt after being captured, being told he was to be executed by the person he was trying to seek revenge on. I went after Hideyoshi myself. I wanted to kill the man who murdered my father and my best friend, practically my little brother. I can't understate how obligated I felt. But none of it came to be. So that's why this time, at least this time, I just want him to be happy. Sorry, I must look pathetic to cry like this. See, this makes me want to, believe that you're actually... Oh, look, he really is crying. I want to actually believe that you really are Goemon's friend and you care, but I'm starting to feel like this is an act. I'm going to feel really fucking bad if Shiroku is actually just good friend and not shady as fuck. Because then this should be a very touching, oh, look, he just cares scene instead of look, he's telling us a sad sob story, which is probably the truth, and crying because I just want him to be happy while he's over there actually, I sided with Hideyoshi and told him everything and let him to Goemon because whatever. You know what I mean? And is actually a huge fucking backstabber. Backstabber McBackstabberson. Stabby McBackstabberson. You know? Stabby Backstabber McStabbersons. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't know that he did it, but I'm just saying there's something about this story that should seem touching, but for some reason I'm I'm not buying it. Not saying it's not true, but I'm not buying your tears. There's something else. You're telling us this story and it's going to endear us to you and think, oh my God, look, you really did care about Goemon. He was your friend, but I think you're being sus as fuck. Anyway. But everything that happened with Hideyoshi, it's also frustrating. My village, my father and Goemon, that man took everything from me. Yeah, I feel like there's something else to the story. Damn it. I hate Hideyoshi with all my heart. I wanted to avenge Lord Momochi. I wanted to avenge Lord Momochi with my own hands, but Hideyoshi. See, this feels a little too dramatic. It's not I wanted to avenge him, but I couldn't. It's just gosh darn it. You know what I mean? Where you just feel like you're faking it. This feels a little dramatic. I'm positive the only reason I've been able to stay in hell for so long is because of how much I hate Hideyoshi. I thought we would see our enemy again, but it seems Hideyoshi isn't in hell anymore. Well, it's not just Hideyoshi. None of the old generals are either. Either they couldn't handle their torture or they were sent elsewhere by King Enma. Honestly, I was speechless. I'm sure Goemon was looking for Hideyoshi too. But he's not around anymore. I'm sorry, daughter of Enma. This must be disturbing for you to hear. Do you regret me telling you this? No, I'm a Hell Guardian. I can handle it. That's right, you're pretty tough. Well, that being the case, I often think about how we should forget about our lives. Shiroku rubbed his eyes and produced a smile. Okay, wait. So please, won't you make Goemon happy? How I wish I could say yes, right here and now. I'm sorry, Shiroku. That would be difficult. Why? You like Goemon, right? I felt the back of my neck start to get hot. I hate to admit this, but I've really taken a liking to Goemon. He already loves someone else. Huh? Apparently, he's liked her since he was alive, and she even lives here in Asakusa. What? He's never told me that. He must be embarrassed. Wow, from his past life, huh? Are you at all familiar with a woman he knows called the Girl of Winter Daphnes? I'm sorry, we never saw each other again after he left the village. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that when you had reconnected. It was naive of me to leave him alone, thinking he'd come and see me when he wanted to. I never thought we'd reunite after death. I feel like there's something about that. He left the village, and then there's something else. And yes, that story Shiroku told probably has some truths in it, but there's something else. And it's more like Goemon left the village, maybe to get, but then he's pissed at him for it or something. Because he left the village, but then it was also burned down. So wouldn't you have also left the village if Hideyoshi burned the whole motherfucking shit down? There wouldn't be a village to stay in. You know what I mean? There's something about that seems kind of sus. I don't know. But anyway. Oh, hey, how about I try looking into this Winter Daphne girl for you then? Yeah. He's like, how about I look into this girl because I want to find her and kidnap her because I want to torture Goemon for some reason. Yeah, and then he's going to figure out it's us and we getting kidnapped. Huh? Goemon hasn't found her yet, right? I believe so. But is that even possible? Even when you don't know what she looks like? I'll ask Goemon to come drink with me, then ask him about it. Discreetly. If I even have the slightest idea of what she looks like, I'll find her. That's what I did for my whole life. I'm pretty good at it. We should have asked you to find Shinosuke. But, we already found him, so. If he finds her, Goemon will be with her. No, I want Goemon to be happy too. Okay, can you try and find her for me? Please, make absolutely, positively sure that Goemon doesn't find out about this. Of course. Okay, I'll see you later. Yeah, he wants to find out because she's going to kidnap her, i.e. me, because he's trying, there's some kind of, yeah. I don't feel like that's his end-all, be-all, of why he'd be involved with Shinobikuni or whatever. But I feel like it's like, oh, hey, Goemon's here. He's doing something else. There's something going on with that. I don't know why. What's that deal? But I feel like him finding me and gonna end up kidnapping, something about Goemon, triggered something else. Oh, I was helping. Jack was doing whatever because he wants to get revenge on Hell because of what Sensei Nono did to him, right? And whatever. Which was really your own damn fault, Jack, by the way. But then seeing Goemon, he's also like, oh, this bastard. I'm just going to say all sorts of snark to him. You know what I mean? And if he had the opportunity to punch Goemon in the face, I'm sure he would. He ain't going to miss that opportunity. So Shiroku probably has whatever this master plan is, if he's part of this, whatever it is. But then, Goemon being involved, he's like, I can also take my revenge out on you for whatever slight Goemon did. You know what I mean? I think that's just a bonus for him. Or, you know what I mean? He saw Goemon's part of the team to come stop whatever, and he's like, well, this is troublesome because Goemon's really motherfucking good. Obviously, he would know about Goemon's talents, right? And he's like, this could be problematic, so the way to take Goemon out would be, oh, now we have leverage! He likes some girl? I'm gonna find her and kill her. And then I got leverage over Goemon, I can take him out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's using this to his advantage. We getting kidnapped by this motherfucker, so. I can at least do this to repent. I don't want you to forget about me. I have to do this to make up for the fact that I actually wanted Goemon Ishikawa to stay the way he is now. I hope he finds her soon. I do too, because this is killing me now. This is torture. My lady, so this is where you've been hiding. I asked Tama where you were, and he said you went back to hell. So I went over to Enma Palace to get you, you know. So I went over to Enma Palace to get you, you know. You went all the way there? So I wanted to talk to the old man, too. We must have just missed each other. What did you talk about with your dad? Just about next steps. What did he say? That it'll all turn out okay. That guy is just so careless. By the way, there's something I wanted to ask of my lady. What is it? I want you to convince Kiko's little sister to stop working for those guys. Azami? Kiko's been working so hard at this. He feels his little sister is still his responsibility. But she won't even talk to him. I thought if it came from another girl, she might listen. Kind of like how you and Oshichi had just talked. Sure, I mean, the situation is way different from what Oshichi and I talked about, but I get it. I'll try talking to Azami. Thanks. That would be a huge help. It seems like she's usually hanging by the arcade or the plaza, so we can look there. Azami, the app's still down. Is everything okay?
Everything's totally okay. It'll all be up and running soon. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we found her. I hope she doesn't run away. Azami, hello there.
Oh, it's you! Nice seeing you again.
I wanted to talk to you about something. Are you going to be free later?
Well, I kind of have an idea about what you might want to talk to me about. Look, I like you, but I don't want to do anything that's going to help my brother. He's such an eyesore. He needs to die.
Why does she hate Kikinosuke so much? Hey, I'll buy you a parfait here if you want.
Let's do it. Oh, it's Hachan and...
Oh, good. Oshichi seems like she's okay. There are 3 of us. Any tables open?
Sure, there's seats by the window. I can't decide between the Carmen
parfait? Carmen parfait? Do you mean like caramel? That's what I would think. What's a Carmen parfait? Who is Carmen and why are we eating their parfait? You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
The Carmen parfait or the seasonal parfait?
You should order both.
Really?
You want one going on? I'll just have an iced coffee. Okay then, Oshichi, can we get both types of parfaits and 2 iced coffees?
Got it. Alright then. You want me to stop working with Shinobikini and her team, right?
Since you brought it up so directly, yes. Of course, I understand you might not want to agree to that so suddenly. But I need you to listen to me. I was attacked because of that app.
What? You too?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not telling you so you'll be worried about me. I'm telling you so you know that your actions will cause someone else to get hurt. Know that. The app might not be something that can directly hurt others, like some weapon, but it's already becoming a reason people are trying to hurt each other because they know they can do it and not be punished. On the inside, I was relieved at her silence. At the very least, she isn't someone who would want to harm others herself. I can't read today. Do you know what Shinobikni's planning? I had to wonder what the panic she was struggling to suppress meant. Goemon's staying quiet because he sees it too.
I really do like you, so I'm going to be honest. I don't exactly know what she's planning.
You don't exactly know?
Shinobikni always says that she wants to save those who are suffering. These suffering people come to the temple all the time, and everyone's on the app now. Even I know this isn't the end goal. But she won't tell me what it is. She takes really good care of me. She's never threatened me or made me do anything I didn't want to do. That really is the truth. But I think she doesn't trust me. Well, it's not that she doesn't trust me, but I'm honestly just a mascot.
So, she understands her role here.
The ones that probably know best about what Shinobikni is up to are those three.
Simon Yamana, Izumo no Okuni, and Sanzaburo Nagoya.
Right.
Goemon and I glanced at each other. So, Ichise and Jack don't know anything?
They're humans. I doubt it.
I see.
Thanks for waiting. Here's your Carmen Parfait, seasonal parfait, and 2 iced coffees. Yay! He looks so good. Yes!
Go ahead. No need to wait. Dig in.
It's so cute. I wonder if this white cat-shaped cookie is supposed to be Carmen.
Oh my god, Carmen the cat. I was like, who the fuck is Carmen? I forgot about fucking... I forgot about King Enma's cat, Carmen. Okay. I was like, what the fuck is a Carmen Parfait? It's a parfait that's supposed to look like the... Okay, I get it. All right, somebody was like, Carmen the cat. It's a... you knew. Somebody knew. Somebody figured that out because I... Listen, it's been a few days since I played, okay? So I forgot about poor Carmen. I'm sorry. Sorry, Carmen. You've never done anything but look pretty. Ugh. It is. Father's cat is named Carmen. She's a beauty with snow white fur.
I thought as much. Okay, here I go. The blancmange is so good.
I'm just making that. I don't know if that's really how you say that. I don't know. In this setting, she seemed like any other junior high girl.
I wonder, and this is just my imagination, but I wonder if she leaves me out because she's trying to protect me.
Huh?
Okuni sometimes tells me that I don't need to get my hands dirty. Does that mean those 4 are getting their hands dirty then?
She bit off a piece of cookie.
And what is it they'll be doing? I really, really just don't know. That's all I can tell you in exchange for these delicious parfaits.
Getting their hands dirty, huh? I already had a bad feeling about this. Now the question is figuring out what's going to happen, and to who. Humans come to mind immediately, but we did figure that if they wanted to kill humans, they would have started. If they wanted an outright massacre, sure. But Shinpei said something interesting. He mentioned subliminal messaging, where audiences get brainwashed by being shown specific images and messages. When did Shin say brainwashing? But also, interesting, that's never come up before, but they are using the app and people are playing the app and everyone's on the end like, yeah, no. Makes sense. Well, let's say you kept getting messages that say to kill your neighbor. One day you might snap and do it without thinking. It's like programming. Could that be what Jodo is doing? No, that's way too dangerous. Shinpei's already been looking into the app some more, suspecting that might be the case. But what's the end goal? Because... right? Like... all the humans are like, oh, I can kill and I can attack people from hell and stuff like that because, like, Shinobikni keeps mentioning the spider's thread and salvation and saving people, right? But what would be the point of making humans do more horrible things? Because then they'd be sending more people to hell. You know what I mean? And it's not like, oh, if we have humans attack the people from hell, then the people from hell will leave and Asakusa will keep a separation of heaven, earth, and hell the way it should be. You know what I mean? It's not like there's any kind of weird thing like that where they're trying to separate the realms. Because if it is, that'd be really weird because it's like, why have you never mentioned that before? It's acted like that was a problem. You know? Like, and like having humans who are already fallible creatures and who are already doing probably bad things by existing because whoa, you took a breath at the wrong time, you're going to hell. You know what I mean? Like, do worse things is not salvation, and just going on an app and like donating money or whatever isn't buying your way into heaven like they want people to believe. It's not like, well, we figured out a loophole to actually get people into heaven and haha, screw King Enma. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not really sure how subliminal messaging and making people hurt other people is, you know, kind of screwing over hell. It's just giving them more people and more work. I mean, you're giving them more work to do, but whatevs. What? So the people that were already going to hell are just going to hell harder? You know what I'm saying? So it just seems a little odd. I'm not really sure what the kind of like it. I think it's kind of interesting because it's not like, to me, the angle is not like, oh, well, they're trying to do like it seems like they're saying one thing. Like, oh, it's all about salvation and like whatever. Like you're trying to pull a fast one on hell, but all you're doing is making people condemn themselves even more to hell than they were already doing. So it just doesn't seem to flow with what you're saying and what's actually happening. So there's got to be something else, you know, that I'm just not able to put the pieces together. I don't know. Either they've done a really good job keeping it covert and hiding it, or I'm just too dumb to like put their pieces together because they're not making sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's probably the point, though. They don't want you to figure it out, but like we've played plenty of games where you're like, oh, I get it, I know what's happening. You know, but this one I'm like, I have no fucking clue. I have no idea where you're going to go with this because you're talking about salvation while making people do horrible things. And I'm not really sure how A led to Z over here, you know? So, anyway. He left it off at first, chalking it up to reading too much manga, but he might be onto something. So shutting down the app was the right call. I'd like to think so, but then again, there was that whole ordeal with Nishikikoji yesterday. Whether we're going down the righteous path or not, I'm not sure. If they're really trying to brainwash people, fixing this is gonna take a lot of work. Right. Okay, we need to talk to Jack's manager. His manager? You mean that overly friendly guy from the other day? Jack, Ichise Tatsumi, and Azami are all part of the same talent agency now. Raijo Star. I want to say Raijo Star, but whatever. Simon and Okuni wouldn't respond to threats, so we can't get anything out of them that way. But we can probably get information out of the guy who's always with Jack, and who likes to talk. Are you going to threaten him? That's one option. Let's at least think about it after we see him. I hate to agree to threats, but I'm not sure there's a peaceful option. No, I can't. We have to settle things peacefully. I have to be careful not to let these difficult situations change me. I hope he picks up. Goemon, who are you? Oh, Mr. Akari. Yes, it's been a few days. And this is Ishikawa. You gave me your business card the other day. Oh, that's right. Goemon stopped me from burning that card. I've actually been meaning to talk to you. Oh, really? Yes, we can meet soon. Thanks. Alright, I'll be waiting. Thank you again. Okay, I think we have our in. To believe I almost threw that card out. I'll make sure to hold on to those in the future. And just don't get close to anyone shady. And don't give out your number so easily. You're being overprotective. You're the daughter of King Enma. You can't blame me for being vigilant.
Oh, so now you decide to be nice to me and treat me like his daughter?
He's nearby. He said he'll be here in half an hour.
Let's just try to keep things peaceful.
Try.
It doesn't seem like he's here yet. Should we take a look around? Though I didn't sense anyone was here, it didn't seem to hurt to just be careful. We were walking side by side until his feet suddenly stopped.
I wonder what kind of wisteria these are.
Goemon gently touched one of the crimson wisteria.
Sharaku mentioned that these wisteria have been here since he was alive. I mean, I know some trees live thousands of years, but these are just so red and pretty.
You almost sound like you're one of those humans who's into the occult. I don't sense any evil spirits around. Actually, it feels nostalgic. Did you know there was a statue of Father in that shrine? Hold on. No, it's just... goddamn. At least this computer's like... The music is so motherfucking loud. It's probably not to you, because I have it turned very down, but it's like, it's goddamn loud to me. I thought my computer volume was high, but it's not. This new computer, actually, when you set the volume to a certain thing, and then you click off volume and you go somewhere, it doesn't just magically jump back up and blast you. It stays where you put it. It's nice. It's nice. I don't miss being like, God damn it, computer! I don't miss it at all. I like this. It stays where it's supposed to.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Humans love their statues, don't they?
Is this the shrine where I killed myself? I just fucking put that together.
Duh.
Didn't we say, like, it's so nostalgic here or whatever? But, like, he would know about this shrine. You know what I mean? But when we first came here, we were like, wow, there's something about this. Like, oh, there's a statue of my father in that shrine and, like, whatever. And I'm wondering if this is the shrine that if this was the one we always brought Dongo to. They were, but Sharaku was after Goemon's time, right? Like, roughly around, but, like, Goemon died before Sharaku. Like, would have been, so maybe the wisteria are red because of us. Because red wisteria, I'm like, I don't think red wisteria is normal, is it? I mean, I know there's, like, I think it's hydrangeas that, depending on the acidity level or whatever in the soil, they can change different colors based on that. And I think a lot of plants are like that, isn't that? That's how, like, it's, or maybe it's just those, like, you could get the exact same plant from someone and your soil's going to be different, so your hydrangea is going to grow a different color. But it's not like I bought a red rose plant and I planted it and it turned orange. It's going to be, you know what I mean? But I didn't think wisteria were like that. But also, this is occulty and weird, and if this is the shrine, maybe that has something to do with it. Because they keep pointing it out, like, having, and I don't know if there was such a thing as red wisteria. You know what I mean? Like, they keep acting like it's strange, you know what I mean? Or it could just be rare. I don't know. Anyway. Goemon?
The woman I knew prayed to Enma every day, but I guess her prayers were never answered.
Could he be talking about... I wanted to run away, but just then... Enma, Ishikawa, I made it. I'm so happy. I didn't think you guys would call me. So you're both ready to debut, huh? He's way too friendly for a stranger.
Sorry, we're not here for that. Let me get straight to the point before I get annoyed. And tell me everything you know about Shinobikuni.
Shinobikuni? Oh, right, that scary lady who's taking care of Jackie, Chise, and Azami.
Yeah, and if she's taking care of them, I imagine you're somewhat involved since you're their manager, right?
Oh, no way. I'm just a normal everyday guy. I'm not involved in any of that stuff.
Normal? Oh, normally, people from hell aren't allowed to hurt humans. But considering the situation we're in, we can bend those rules with you. I don't like resorting to threats or torture, but I don't have all day to chat with you. Just spit it out before you really try my patience. He's very intense right now, but I suppose this is still his way of keeping it peaceful. Ishikawa, do you like me? Do you need to get your eyes checked? What about me makes you think I like you? I'd love to talk, but it would put my life in danger, right? Would you protect me? This man, I knew we couldn't trust him. Even with Goemon's intimidation, he's not scared at all. He seems so calm. So what do you think, Enma? He reached his hand out toward me. Huh? Don't touch her. Goemon quickly knocked Ikari's hand away. Did he just... Well, there's a high chance he did. You're right. If you're killed, Ikari, we would lose some very valuable evidence. Would you like to hide with us? My lady... I know how dangerous they are. I want you to be safe. We're like... we're like, this kind of sucks. Okay, Bird, you're getting very fidgety.
Hold on. Hold on. We gotta get the birdie to a spot. I know. This is the way we're resorting. Sorry. I'm sorry, didn't mean to pinch your toe. I'm sorry, I had to tilt my head. I'm very sorry. Do you forgive me? I didn't mean to pinch your toes. I'm sorry, I was trying to put you on your perch and I accidentally, bumped your toes into the perch. You're okay. You're fine. It didn't hurt too bad. I know, because you would have screamed way more, but you made a little chirpy noise. You were like, eh! We're like, ah! Oh no! Oh, it touched me! Oh, I know. Oh, you poor delicate thing. You'll be okay. You'll be okay, buddy. Oh, my poor baby. I'm making fun of you. I know, you're fine. It probably bumped you a little bit, but you'll be okay. It didn't break your toes or nothing. It wasn't too hard. You're all right.
Anyway. I knew it. Enma, you're so kind. You get it. Okay, then come over. Oh, we're gonna have we're gonna have a whole house full of intimidation. Wow, gorgeous. Nice spread. Make yourself at home. Oh, the living area is so nice. This layout's perfect. I'd love to live here. I'll make some tea. What are you thinking, inviting him over? Are you trying to keep him hostage? No, what? Don't you get it, Goemon? I have a plan. Let me go call Fujimori. Huh? Sorry to keep you, Fujimori.
Hello. I have some tea for you.
Oh, well, hey there. Are you from hell too?
No.
Fujimori awkwardly leaned in toward him as he handed off a teacup.
That's it. Yeah, that's the smell.
Oh. Because he said the smell that he remembers at somebody who knocked him out. It was Ikari. Okay, I forgot about the smell thing. I was like, when he had him lean in, I'm like, are you having him lean in because you're going to have him whisper that they've kidnapped him or something? What's going on here?
You were the one who hit me, huh?
Whoa, hey, hang on, kid. What are you talking about? I'm a good, upstanding, regular citizen. I'd never do something like that. That's a load of crap. That's a load of crap. I know that's a load of crap. You would absolutely do something like that. You're bumming me out by playing the blame game with me. Let's be friends, okay?
Stop lying. I can't stand cigarettes or cologne, and I definitely wouldn't forget this particular combo. You have the exact same smell.
Wait, hang on. A lot of people smoke and wear cologne. You can't single me out.
No way.
He's tough. This man might be the culprit. We might just be a step closer to our enemy. Listen, it could have literally been any other person that smelled like cigarettes and cologne knocked Shin out. However, we could get a lineup of like 10 other guys that smell like cigarettes and cologne. And he's like, well, actually, yeah. But chances of them smelling like your brand of cigarettes and cologne combined. Now, okay, cigarettes and cologne. It depends on the cologne or if you have a really good nose. Would I be able to tell the difference between cigarette brand ABC and cologne ABC in a mix? No, probably not. But even still, even still in a lineup of a bunch of other people that have similar kind of cigarette cologne smell, you are the one that's involved with the shady people absolutely. Absolutely you're doing. 100% not doubting Shin at all in this. Come on. Come on. No, that's right. I remembered something else. When I fell, I saw the guy's shoes. They were a limited release from Illuminato. Illuminato. They had some rectangular ornaments on them. They were a really unique kind of loafer. They only do custom orders there. Why don't I go check his shoes then? Goemon came back from the doorway with shoes in his hands. They're definitely Illuminato brand. They match Fujimori's description. They're so fashionable and lovely, too. I doubt many people even own a pair of these. Whoops! You got me. Yeah, that's right. I was the one who attacked you. You bastard! Wait a minute, Ishikawa. Don't look so scary. I was following orders, okay? Poor defenseless me was too scared to say no. Shin's over there like, you hit a child upside the head. It's true. You know I couldn't do something like that all on my own, right? They made me. Is that how you atone for things? You're like, I am going to have a fun time when you come to hell. You're like, I'm going to be waiting for you specifically, and I'm going to make sure my daddy knows you're my plaything when you get there. And I'm going to have fun torturing you. I have a whip, and you're not going to like it. Sometimes I whip out my whip, and the boys like it. Because I know how to use it. But you? Oh, I'm not going to play nice. Does this game make you feel a little sadistic every once in a while? Because you have a whip and you just want to use it? But not in a kinky, fun way. Yes, that too. You're like, okay, come on, boys, let's go play with my whip. You know what I mean? And it's kinky fun. But in this case, you're like, I can't wait to torture you when you get to hell. It's going to be fun. Is it just me? Good times. Oh, God. I love this game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not at fault because you were told to do this? That makes it okay to hurt a child. Yeah, Enma, don't get mad. You'll wrinkle your face. You better take me seriously. Ugh, give me a break. It's all true. I'm just a pawn. I take orders from other people. What do you want? Now he's being honest? Man, I screwed up with a cigarette, huh? I can't believe it. I like those since college. People usually vape these days, but I just can't do it. I always have a smoke before work, but man, I really screwed up. I screwed up bad. It's a wonderful habit. We were about to connect the dots right to you because of it. Did you attack me because I was looking into the inner workings of the app? That and Asakusa trash. Huh? Asakusa trash? But that's... And did you really think you'd keep it a secret? I'm industry kid. I got tons of connections. Yeah. And to imagine some snotty brat was behind it. The adults were going to find out eventually. Shut up! Some washed-up creep who attacks kids with cheap shots doesn't have the right to talk to me like that. Nice. Nice. Well said. Goemon, high-five me right now, because we said the same shit. I hate kids. Shut the hell up. As he smiled, he started to light a cigarette. No smoking. Be nice to your elders, will ya? Sir, I came from hell. I died long before you were ever born. Blow me. Why are you following their orders? Because I'm an ordinary citizen? He pretended to smoke a cigarette. This man is absolutely terrible. Yeah, but you know what? Like, as far as trash goes, they did a good job with him. You know what I mean? Because, like, he is absolutely terrible, but he, like, doesn't even feel bad about it. It's great. He's a really good, pathetic villain. because he's not even a villain. Like, oh my God, he's so terrifying and we have to fight him. You're like, oh God, you're so pathetic. I can't wait till I'm just going to push you into the street so you get hit by a car and then I can torture you in hell for the rest of eternity. It'll be great. Good times. You know what I mean? But you know, because, like, sometimes people, like, they would do villainous things like this where, like, I was threatened, blah, blah, blah. And they actually don't want to do the things that they're doing, but and they're a sympathetic villain. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, I sympathize with them because they're kind of being forced into this. And, like, yeah, everything they did sucked, but, like, what would you do in that situation? You know, you don't have a choice. You're being blackmailed or like felt like you had to be forced to do it or whatever. And he's just like, whatever. And he just gives no fucks that he's doing this. He's trying to be, I was forced, man. Well, he just does it and gives no fucks about it. He's amazingly awful. I love it. Good times. And most people in this world are ordinary people. We're all NPCs. Minor characters at best. He knows his role in this game. The ones first bit in zombie movies. The one first killed in slashers. What are you trying to say? I'll apologize for hitting you, but it wasn't like I had much of a choice. So what? The attitude of his, which showed no remorse, stirred a fiery anger within me. You're wasting your time trying to bully me. I'm a no-name cast member who doesn't know anything important. And they're not stupid. They weren't ever going to reveal their big plan to a lowlife like me. All right, you heard it. Can I go home now? Will you stop dealing with them now? A bit late for that. My job's already done. Done? I connected them to political figures, gave them talent for their streams, and knocked out a nice kid for them. That was the order. Shin's like, I feel like the connect them to political people and find some people for their streams, was part of and then the knocking out the kid was an added thing at the end, because I don't think that was always part of the original agreement. You know what I mean? It was the most normal guy like me with no real power could have... It was the most a normal guy like me with no real power could have given him. Your personality seems way more twisted than Jack or Chise's. Hey, thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. I gotta take him where I can get him, we can lock you up if you'd like. And maybe if you weren't a guy, I'd be down. Hey, if you're gonna hold me hostage, can the Enma girl feed me and help me change? Goemon's side. I hate to say it, but he's resilient. I mean, I gotta like it, though. I can't wait till you're in hell and I can torture you. It's going to be so much fun. Especially because you're going to be like, yeah, I like it when you whip me. But eventually, I'm going to eventually see that, like behind your eyes and behind that bravado, there's something. You're breaking. And then one day you're literally just going to break and it's going to be worth the wait. It's going to be worth the torture and the wait. Oh, it'll be so good. He may not have put up an actual fight, but this was starting to wear me out. But see, that's exactly it. See, so that's the thing. So you're going to yeah, you're going to torture him in hell. Okay, we're going to be in love with Goemon, so like, whatever. But like, okay. Ikari's route, right, if he had one. It's going to be, he ends up in hell and you're going to torture him and be like, I hate this motherfucker, God, so much. But then, you would fall for him and he'd think, oh, he's gotten his way, right? But then you'd still keep torturing him because you have to. It's your job. And eventually he would break because he actually does love you and you're torturing him. And that's when you'd be like, actually, that's all I wanted. Oh, I had my way with you for funsies, but I never cared a damn thing about you. I just wanted to break you. And I can just see the agony inside of you. Your whole soul is crushed by like me just torturing you physically and emotionally. Oh, it was worth it. I normally think of anything so twisted and fucked up, except for he deserves that kind of torture. You just pet him and be like, I had my fun with you, but now that you're broken, I'm going to go send you back to whatever hell you came from, and you're just going to have to be there, sad and miserable. Yeah, we can break him, though. Oh, it might take a while, but we'll break him. I got it, and it'll be fun. God, it'll be so fun. I really want that as an ending. I just really want an ending where I get to torture him till he breaks. It'll be so good. That would be in the fan disc, the Ikari route would just be yeah, you'd be boning him, right? Because, like, he's so awful. Like, I don't, like, okay. Sprite alone, he's kind of adorable. Personality, oh God, no. God, no. No. No, we've dated trash, but, like, there's something kind of, I don't think there's anything redeemable about you. I don't think you're like inside it's trash with a heart of gold. You're just trash with a heart of trash. Stuff with more trash. Okay? That's on fire. All right? But like having a route where you get to like have your fun with him because he's kind of cute. Sure. But that's part of what breaks him, and then you just toss him to the wolves at the end. Ah, God, that's some fucked up shit. Then we get to be the trash. It's good. I like it. It'll be good. Good times. Okay? So there you go. I just wrote you the route with Akari. Fun times. You don't have to keep him. You don't have to fall in love with him. You're not in love with him. You're just using him to watch him break. The little bit of sadistic. Hey, everybody has a bad day where you're like, man, I just want to punch a wall or something. And then you could just play the route of watching Akari break and tormenting him and torturing him. And I feel like that would be cathartic in a lot of ways for a lot of different issues that you have. So you're welcome. Anyway. I'm gonna hit you if you stick around any longer. I think it's time for you to leave. Yeah, well, if you want to talk, just line me. Of course, it's a good time if it's a good time you're looking for, call me whenever you want, Enma. Leave. Immediately. See ya! He grabbed his shoes, and after giving a wink so pronounced I could practically hear it, he left the living room. I'm exhausted. Me too. I know Izumo would hate that guy, but he must have been pulling his weight for them. He did say he had a lot of connections. He must have been able to provide them with a lot of information. Oh, right. Hey, so when were you gonna tell us that Asakusa trash was your thing? Huh? Oh, that's right. Fujimori, is it true? It makes sense how you got so panicky when we mentioned the blog before. I wouldn't have imagined it was you. I guess it's not too strange for someone who manages a huge blog like Asakusa Trash to start trying to get the scoop on that app. Well... Fujimori, it's not going to help trying to hide it anymore, alright? It's true. That's amazing. No, it's not. Not in the slightest. I've always liked keeping journals. It started out as a walkthrough site for Macabre, then I just kept writing about whatever I wanted, and I started getting readers. I read it sometimes. It's been very insightful, and it's fun to read. I only heard of it after I came to the human realm, but it's incredible how popular it is. Your compliments are wasted on me, says the little boy who's blushing adorably. Look at our son. I'm glad things turned out okay, but I'm sorry we got a good kid like you caught up in this. Don't say it like that. I'm here because I wanted to be. If I can help out, even if it's only a little, then I'm very happy to. Oh, you've been a huge help. And when this is done, we'll have a rooftop barbecue. A barbecue? And anything like that sounds like it's right out of a TV show or an Otome game. My lady, great work with the cigarette. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry for the surprise. I noticed it back at the shrine. It was a sweet and unique scent. You really can't forget it if you've smelled it before. I'm just happy we figured this out. I was worried that if the attack was indiscriminate, there might have been another victim. He really is such a kind and good kid. But that's what got him hurt in the first place. Actually, I wanted to suggest something. Can we go out tomorrow? Just for a little bit. I wanted to go to the arcade. Mom, Dad, can I go to the arcade? If I don't log in and fight someone this week, I'll lose my weekly bonus. Don't you want to ask Kikanosuke to go with you? He likes that game too. I thought of asking him, but I didn't want to be a burden. He's the one who said he wanted to have a match with you, and just talk to him about it. But... that's right. Look,
Fujimori. I installed Macabre's app, too. You did? I wanted to learn more about this stuff. I hope you'll play me sometime.
When did that happen?
Well, I suppose Macabre's more fun when you have more friends to play with. And lots of people are talking about Johto right now, but it still doesn't compare to Macabre. You've just started, right? Were you able to dial in your settings? I just installed it, so I haven't actually started playing it yet. You shouldn't have any problems. The controls on Macabre are solid, but maybe you should check it out so I can help you. Thanks, I'll try it out.
I went through the app as Goemon and Fujimori watched. Welcome to the party. Oh, there's a message. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party? I don't remember that when I started. Maybe it's new.
Uh-oh. Huh. Is something bad gonna happen? I don't know. He doesn't remember that, and that sounded really sus. That sounds like somebody hacked our phone.
Nothing to worry about. I am capable of destroying any malicious viruses.
Oh, thank God we have Hari. Everybody needs a Hari.
Huh? And it's AI. It's talking as if it's alive. This was really well made. I am not some lowly, inept AI construct. I am a synthetic spirit developed by Takamura. What?
Yep, they said it. Oh, yep, they said it. Cute, huh?
A synthetic spirit? That's amazing. I didn't know Mr. Takamura could make stuff like this.
Would you want to apprentice under him? I'm sure he'd go for it.
What? Is that something I could do? If I became his apprentice, could I live in hell?
If you were actually dead, maybe. Isn't it early for that, though? Sensei Nono would be happy to have an apprentice, though.
Be an apprentice of Mr. Takamura? Then maybe Azami will...
Azami? Are you talking about Kiku's sister?
What? No, it's nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna go work hard to be his apprentice.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'm gonna go patrol Kumanoid Temple before the sun sets. I doubt I'll find anything, though.
I'll come with you.
And... perfect place to end it. I love it. You know, I want everything to end. I mean, we can't obviously have a happy ending with everybody because we can't keep all of our boyfriends, but we kind of can. You know what I mean? But we're gonna end up happy with all of our memories with Goemon, and maybe Shan will have a good life with Azami. You know what I mean? And Oshichi will move on. Maybe she'll fall in love with Ichise, and Akari will die, and we'll get to torture him in hell. It'll be a fun time. And all the prisoners will go back, but, you know, we'll be like, they were conned by this guy and, like, whatever. So, like, yeah, they gotta do penance for, like, escaping and shit. But, like, you know, they'll still be able to come out and hang out every once in a while. Because, like, Okuni's pretty fucking cool. You know what I mean? She's pretty cool. So, you know... we'll be like, listen, I know you gotta torture him, but maybe let Shinobikini and Asaemon, like, share quarters in whatever hell you put them in, so they can at least, you know, at the end of the day, snuggle up together and be together, and while they serve and torture during the day, you know. Let them... Sebastian, come back. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.